reaction. Thank you so much for reporting for duty for the Pretty Princess Command Center, episode 13, aka Princess Diaries entry number, whatever it is. First Pretty Princess Command Center channel episode of the new year of 2025, and I promise you, we are back and we are better than we've ever been ever before. Oh my goodness, hello. I hope all my pretty princesses are doing so well. I am so excited for this new year. I'm so excited for what we have in store for the new year. I am so excited to hear about what you guys have in store for the new year, your goals, your just everything, just literally everything. I just feel like it's gonna be such a good year. I know 2024 was such a amazing, successful, abundant year for so many people, and if I'm being honest, in terms of a lot of areas of my life, 2024 was very humbling. It was very hard. It was very taxing emotionally, mentally. I probably had the worst mental health I've ever had in my whole life, which is crazy because I feel like I've always been somebody with a very strong sense of self, with a very strong, confidence in myself, everything like that. But I really believe that 2024 was a year where I was humbled in a way that forced me to grow in really uncomfortable ways. And I'm so happy for it because I am of the belief that everything works out for my greater good. So even if things are hard, even if things are really frustrating and really piss me off and don't go how I want them to go, I know that inevitably it is for my greater good, and I'm feeling that now. And I know that it's so early into the new year, and some people might be like, oh well, whatever, yeah, you just feel that way because it's the new year, you feel like everything's working out because it's the new year. No, I feel that way because that's what I feel, and guess what, I'm feeling a feeling and it's valid because I'm feeling that feeling. So anyway, without further ado, I want to get into episode 13 and just kind of give you guys, I guess, a little update of Pretty Princess Command Center channel, the direction I want to take it in. For a while, when I first started it, and I was posting these videos on my main vlog channel, which if you don't subscribe to, you should. I was just doing it so you guys could write in and I would give you feedback on, your very specific dilemmas. And then after a certain point, I was like, well, I feel like a lot of these, maybe the dilemma is different, but I feel like the teaching is kind of the same. So then I was like, well, why don't I make dedicated topic videos? And then I got away from doing that just because I was not setting myself up for success in a way to make those type of videos in the way that they made the most sense in my mind, and the editing process, the planning process, all that stuff. So I was like, well, I'll just go back to only reading people's dilemmas or Princess Diary entries. I'll only go back to only doing that, but realistically that's not something I want to do either. So I think going forward we will just alternate every other time. So there will be 2 Princess Diary entry videos a month, or just Princess Diaries a month, and then there will be 2 main topic videos a month on this channel. And then eventually I do want to put the audio of this onto streaming services as a podcast, and one of the goals I made for myself for 2025 was to do that. And I decided that once this channel has 500 subscribers, I'll go ahead and put it on streaming services. Long story short, that's the plan for the Pretty Princess Command Center channel, and I really just feel good. I feel good going in the new year. I hope you guys like my little outfit today. It's giving, do you want this apple? Kind of. But, and I know usually with the Princess Diary entry episodes we are comfy, it's giving girl talk, we're sitting talking, and we will still do that. We'll still do the comfy PJ vibe, but for now I feel the first video on this episode of the new year, we needed to start it strong. You know what I'm saying? We needed to start it So without further ado, let's get into these little Princess Diary entries. I am so excited. Also, if this is gonna bother you guys, seeing my reflection in the background, don't let it bother you, please, because I can't be bothered to be bothered by it. Princess Diary entry number 1 says, "Hi, I love your videos. I need help with a boy who I'm not sure if it's a flirty friendship or more than that, but what happened was we were playing Camps, a card game." I love that card game. A card game where you get 4 of the same card and you signal your partner when you get it. I literally love that card game, and I've been trying to play it with Mr. Special Someone's Family for the last 2 years. Every time we're all together, for the holidays, I'm like, we need to play Camps, we need to play this game. It's so fun, it's amazing. It's literally just Spoons, if you've ever played Spoons, except instead of grabbing a spoon, you secretly signal your partner. Anyway, it's such a good game. So we were playing that game, and oh wait, okay, wait. I need help with a boy who I'm not sure if it's a flirty friendship or more than that, but what happened was we were playing Camps, and her Oh, and he swung his leg up onto my lap, and it wasn't by my knees, it was closer to my hips. His friends then said, dude, you have your foot like up her ... Okay, I'm picking on what you're putting down. And then I said something, and some random weird kid who sat at our table that day said that no one liked me, and everyone kind of gave him the, you sure about that look? And then the guy with his foot on my lap said, I like her. We waited a few seconds after I kind of looked at him and said, yeah, like you're cool. And then for a while after the game ended, he kept his foot on my lap. At this point, I'm a little desperate for help in this situation because my friends just feed into my deludedness, and I do the same for them. It's just the dynamic of our friendship. Love that. And so I'll leave my email if you're comfortable to respond that way. And if not, please help me in a video, LOL, because I have no clue what's going on. And a lot of times I'm blind to stuff like this. Okay, Slay, I feel like he likes you. Like, I feel like he likes you. I think you're just, like, wondering if he likes you or if he's just, like, being, like, a friend. And then, you know, I don't know. I feel like he likes you because, especially in front of other guys, like, this is giving you're probably in high school because, like, somebody sat at your table that day. So I'm feeling like this happened at the cafeteria or like just like during a free period in school and you all were playing a game and he swung his leg up onto your lap because he was like trying to get like subtly be like, hey, like, you know, he wanted to be close to you, he wanted to touch you. I'm like that. Like, I will say, like, with my friends, like, I have a few friends, like, very platonic and like they're girls, but I like just love being close to them. So I like put my foot on their laps and like that's like a love language of mine, which some of my friends are like, Kat, get your fucking foot off my lap. And I'm like, no, please, like I just want to be close to you, but like I don't want to like touch them with my hand because like I'm on my phone or like whatever. Anyway, I feel like it's giving he likes you because if in a whole group of guys and like friends he was like, well, nobody likes you, which like fuck off, everybody likes you, you're probably hot as shit, you're probably so fucking cool. And then he was like, well, I like, wait, he said, I like you or I like her? I like her. Okay, you're not gonna do that unless you actually like the person, you know what I mean? Like, even if it was just like out of sympathy, which I really don't think it was because obviously you guys are close enough to where like he's gonna put his leg on your lap, I feel like he likes you. I feel like you should shoot your shot. Like, maybe next time, if you don't want to like be like very like straightforward and, hey, do you like me because I like you, whatever, I feel like you could just like do a little bit something like that. Like, maybe next time you do that, like put your leg over his leg so it's like comfortable and you could be like body language like directed towards him next time you're playing a game, or like next time you're in a group setting, just like intentionally like walk next to him, or like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I feel like that's so cute and fun. It's giving high school and I love it. It's like such a cute, like, I don't know, it's so fun. I hope I'm not like too late, and if there's an update, please give us an update. Also, if you can hear it in my voice, I'm not sick anymore, but I was sick and you could still hear it a little, and I'm like congested, and every so often I just like cannot breathe. Okay, hello, you can use my name. Oh wait, sorry, pause. Princess Diary entry number 2. Hello, you can use my name. My name is Gloria. I'm 22 and from California. My situation is that I am struggling to go to bed early in order to wake up early to work out. I've lost 10 pounds and have slowly gained back 3 pounds. I want to lose that 3 plus 5 more pounds before my breast reduction surgery in January. I know it's possible because I've lost the 10 pounds. I think I'm struggling because my gym closed down and I was used to going in the evening right after work. It was basically an all-women's gym that was a boot camp style gym. Oh my gosh, all-women's gym. Amazing, what a dream. I didn't have to worry about machines not being available. I work 8 to 5 and still go to college full time, so it was perfect. Now I feel like I need to work out in the morning if I want to miss the evening rush. My question is, because I know you are the queen of waking up early, what helps you go to bed early to wake up feeling ready to start your day? How do you put yourself out of bed in the morning, even when it's freezing cold, LOL? P.S. I started following you for fashion content and stayed because I love your energy, and your new content is not only entertaining but educational. It's been really cool to watch you grow as a content creator. I myself make little TikTok videos here and there. It's a lot of work. Some people don't understand, but it is. I'm rooting for you. I'm gonna freaking cry. Thank you so much for saying all those kind words at the end. So sweet. Wow. I love you. I love you, Gloria. I love you. Also, I'm proud of you. When you were like, yeah, I want to lose 10 pounds, you did that shit, okay? Good for you. Give yourself a pat on the back for that. Also, slay, breast reduction surgery. I personally don't understand because I don't got big titties. We were pushing a B cup. Okay, I'm jealous of all my big tittied friends. However, I do know most of them are like, no, I want a breast reduction. Like, they're so annoying, and I could understand that. So good for you that you're doing that, which it should be this month because you're getting it in January. So I don't know if it's happening right now. Like, maybe it's happening right now as we speak. It's January 7th, 12:18 Eastern Standard Time. Maybe it's happening right now. I don't know. But, okay, I totally understand that because I feel like if my gym schedule was, like, messed up, I would not know what to do with myself. That's why I go to the gym in the morning, because my afternoons and evenings are so up in the air that I'm like, if I do not go in the morning, I will not go. And I think that's my biggest motivator, is because I know how good I feel when I work out, that I know the only time I will actually 110% go for the day. Like, if it's on my to-do list every single day to go to the gym, the only time I know for 100% certainty that I can check that to-do list box is if I go in the morning. And it's just because I'm not the type of person that wants to go at the end of the day. Like, once my day is done, and especially, like, my job is a lot more, like, in the creative field, so a lot of times it's like, if I'm in, like, a flow state of creativity, like editing, whatever it may be, I don't want to have to, like, stop that just to make sure that I get to the gym. So I'd rather not even have my day started and just go to the gym and get it done. Yes, I am a huge fan of working out in the morning, obviously. I'm so sorry your gym, like, closed, though. That sucks. I feel like you had such a good routine and then it just got freaking stripped away from you. Also, fucking slay. Slay. 8 to 5, full-time college, and you make videos, and you work out. Amazing. I want to be you when I grow up. Yeah, because you work 8 to 5, so I was gonna say, like, it's not even like you can, like, go super late at night, you know? I feel like you would have to go in the morning, because going super late at night, you wouldn't get a good, like, sleeping pattern for being able to be up, ready, and at work at 8 in the morning. Basically, what you're actually asking, you're not asking for my insight on anything else that I've given previously. What helps you go to bed early to wake up feeling ready to start your day? Okay, so basically, what helps me go to bed early is knowing that I will not work out if I don't go to bed when I'm supposed to, because I won't wake up when I'm supposed to. So really, like, just that, like, it's honestly, like, the strongest form of self-discipline, I swear, is going to bed early. It's not even like waking up early, it's literally going to bed early, because it is so easy to get stuck in, like, a doom scroll, or like, oh, just one more episode, or like, oh, well, I'm eating ice cream right now, so, like, yeah, well, I want to eat my ice cream, and then I'm gonna have to brush my teeth, so I might as well just start another episode, stuff like that. But honestly, I think one of the things that's really, really helped me, and this is not easy, like, it's not like, oh, I just started doing this and it was easy. No, it still annoys me to this day. But after I get in, like, a good routine of doing it consistently, it's like I actually look forward to it. I put my phone down. So I go to bed at 10. Like, that's my goal. It's like, okay, I want my lights off and my eyeballs closed and my head on the pillow at 10 o'clock. Whether I fall asleep at 10:05 or 10:45, that's none of my business. And it's annoying when it takes so long to fall asleep. But 10 o'clock is when my brain is shut off. Like, we've turned the open sign off. We are closed for business for the remainder of the day. So I go to bed at 10, I wake up at 5. Some people will tell you that's too much sleep. Some people will tell you that's not enough. That is what works for me. So at 9 o'clock, I have my phone immediately go into, like, night routine mode. So it silences everything, which obviously, like, I'll override it sometimes to just, like, say goodnight to people. But I really try to, like, make sure, like, all of my friends know, like, okay, like, Kat goes to bed at 10 o'clock, so, like, we're not even gonna bother talking to her past 9:30. Mr. Special knows, like, I go to bed at 10 o'clock, and we have a time difference thing, so, like, it's super annoying, but whatever, I'll, like, let him know. I'll be like, hey, like, I'm gonna put my phone down and do my bedtime stuff, like, I'll text you in a little bit. So at 9 o'clock, I prefer, like, tonight it's not gonna happen because I work till 9 tonight, but whatever, it is what it is. 9 o'clock, I want to be fully ready to, like, be in my bed. So, like, makeup off, teeth brushed, I have my tea made, I have my water filled, I am just ready to be in bed. And then instead of being like, oh, well, it'd be really nice to, like, watch an episode of something to wind down, no, because it would be, that would be super amazing, but that's not conducive to what makes my life operate smoothly and allows me to perform my best every day and show up as my the dream version of myself, right? Like that is something that just like gives into my instant gratification wants, not my greater good, which we don't do that around here. So basically 9 o'clock comes, my phone's, let's say in a perfect world it's 9 o'clock, makeup's off, teeth brushed, skincare done, I have my PJs on. Okay, I get into bed, I set a 20-minute timer on my phone so I can read for 20 minutes. And if I want to read more, I'll read more. But a lot of times, like 20 minutes is good for me because then I journal. And I really like to journal at night. I just like in my morning, I just can't find a time that makes sense for me to do it in the morning. So I journal at night. And I read at night because reading, it helps me. It's like entertaining and stimulating to my mind. So I'm like not just sitting in my bed, but it's winding my brain down. It's like not like constant scrolling of videos or like watching a dramatic TV show, right? And honestly, like when I read before bed and I journal before bed, I sleep so much better because my mind isn't like remembering scenes from the TV show I just watched or remembering a TikTok I just watched. Like no, I have information in my head, so I'm like getting tired and like I'm winding my brain down. So I just read for 20 minutes, and then once my 20-minute alarm goes off, I journal. And in my journaling, I do a lot of gratitude, and I'll just like explain, you know, what I'm grateful for the day. Like if anything happened during that day, if I had any like realizations or just like anything, like I'll really just like take half of the page to write down stuff like that, and I'll take the other half of the page to write down like affirmations and intentions. And I like to have fun with this, so it's like I'll kind of write it in a diary entry that's like what's gonna happen tomorrow. So like let's say it's Tuesday, January 7th, so tonight when I journal, I'll be writing like, oh my gosh, and like the most amazing thing happened today, like I received an email from this company that they wanted to work with me, like something like that. And it doesn't like matter so much like which day I'm applying it to, because it's literally just like an affirmation. And like I like journaling in a way of like, okay, I would love for all of this stuff to come into fruition in my real reality, but also like I'm not going to put a timeline on it. I'm not going to say that it happens tonight or tomorrow or it happened earlier today if it didn't. Like I just write that. So that just puts me in a really good like mental space. And while I do that, I make sure to have a Spotify playlist on in the background. So I usually just will search up their like sleep playlists just so it's playing in the background, so my like ears are stimulated. Because I feel like a big thing with not wanting to go to bed is like it's because there's no more stimulation. It's like, okay, well now what? Like now what? Like I'm bored and I'm not ready to sleep yet, but like I need to go to bed soon. So I just like put on one of those playlists, or I'll put on like the like lo-fi beats or whatever if I want something a little bit more upbeat but still like chilled, like no lyrics or anything. So I'll put that on Spotify while I'm just like reading, while I'm journaling, all that good stuff. And I feel like for the first 2 days in a row that I'm doing this stuff, it's super annoying. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I just want to watch another episode of my show. I do not want to read. I do not want to journal. But I feel so much better when I read, when I journal. My life just astronomically improves so much when I'm consistent with my healthy habits that make me a better person, that serve my greater good. And when I do that, then it's like, okay, at that point it's like 9:45, 9:50-ish, depending on when I get done journaling. And then I can, you know, text Mr. Special goodnight, tell him I love him, text my friends goodnight, tell them I love them. I can put my lotion on, I can do my like cuticle routine, my hand lotion routine. And then a lot of times what actually like really helps is if you look up like guided sleep meditations on YouTube. Those are really helpful because in a way it's satisfying that need to like be entertained. Like I was saying with the music, it like satisfies your audio stimulation need. But putting on the meditations, they're like helpful because a lot of times it's like, okay, like take a deep breath in and like feel the tension leaving your body, and like, okay, now like drop your shoulders, and like you're busy. And I think a lot of times it's like it's hard to go to bed because like we don't want to be done being busy in our brains. Like we want to keep going. And watching a show and binge watching Netflix is not the healthy way to keep going because it's not winding us down. It's just like keeping us here, when in reality we need to be down here, but we can't just go from here to here. And that's the like, this is the uncomfortable part. It's like, well, once I turn my show off, then I have to go to bed. Like, no, you're not going to do that. It's uncomfortable. It's annoying. So gradually walk down the staircase. Don't jump off the cliff. Like, put a guided meditation on. It's like, okay, I'm listening to something. I'm still actively listening to something, but the thing that I'm listening to is actively trying to bring me down here. So I don't even have to try, and it's kind of entertaining because it's something new to listen to. It's something new to learn about. and you kind of just fall asleep. And I usually do that. I'll put my TV on, like the sleep timer, for 30 minutes. I shut the screen off so it's dark, but I can still listen. So yeah. And then in the morning, it's just literally like so annoying to wake up in the morning. No matter how much sleep you get, you can literally get 12 hours of sleep, but if you have to wake up earlier than your body naturally wants to like bring you out of bed, you're gonna kind of feel like, oh my god, like the last thing I want to do right now is wake up. But if you set yourself up for, like, for example, like I usually will pick out my gym outfit the night before and lay it out so that I already know when I wake up I can choose to sleep in, and I will have to wake up and really embarrassing and sad be like, oh, I guess I should put this away because I didn't go to the gym this morning. Embarrassing. I'm not going to do that to myself. Or I could just choose to wake up, and it's annoying, but literally I swear, you wake up and your body and your mind are not even tired. It's literally your eyes just feel tired. So some of my biggest helpful tips to actually feel awake in the morning is right when you wake up, brush your teeth, which you should be doing anyway because ew, you know how much like nasty like stomach bacteria crawls up your throat and like into your mouth? Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Anyway, brushing your teeth, it like, you know, it's like cooling, it's refreshing. You know how like when you're really tired at night and you like fall asleep on the couch, but then you wake up and you're like so tired you just want to go up to your room, but you have to take your makeup off and brush your teeth, and then once you take your makeup off and brush your teeth, you're like super duper awake again. You're well, I'm not even tired anymore, like I'm awake again. That's the same logic we apply to brushing your teeth first thing when you wake up. And I don't personally wash my face first thing when I wake up just because I then will go to the gym, and I'm like, I'm not gonna waste face wash to like wash my face that has skincare from the night before on it just so I could go sweat it off. Like I'm not gonna do that. But brushing your teeth and like an ice cube or like an ice roller on your face, and also eye drops, will really help just like wake you up. It makes you feel more awake because it's really not your body that's still tired. It's not your brain that wants to go back to sleep. It's literally like the mechanics of your eyes going from darkness of the sleeping for like 8 hours to being awake and open. And you're like, what the fuck? So that's like my biggest tips to like feel like awake when you wake up. But also I set my alarm for 4:58 and it goes off, and then I shut it off, and at that point I'm like, oh my god, I have 2 more minutes before I have to be up. And it's so nice because it's like a little reward for myself, because it's like, oh, it's actually not time, you have 2 more minutes, babe. Like you could close your eyes for 2 more minutes, but it's not a long enough period of time to like actually get comfortable sleeping again. It's like right when your eyes like are closed, it's like, okay, I have like 1:30 left. You could kind of doze off a little, but you're not like going back into a sleep cycle. So those 2 minutes are really helpful, because at that point I'm like, you're kind of like anxiously waiting for the alarm to go off again, but you're also trying to get cozy and sleep. So it's kind of like I'm like anxiously waiting, but like I'm still trying to get cozy. Oh my god, the alarm went off. And at that point, because it's like if you put a piece of toast in the toaster or piece of bread in the toaster and you watch it and then it pops, you're still gonna like jump a little bit because you're like, I knew it was coming and I knew roughly when it was coming, but oh my gosh. And it kind of like scares you awake. And to me, that like 2 minutes. I've been doing 4 minutes recently. I've been setting my alarm for, because I've been waking up at 6 recently because I've been sick. I'll set my alarm for 5:56. Yeah, 5:56. And then again for 6, but those 4 minutes, it's too long. It's too long because I can get comfy enough again. So definitely do that. And when it's cold, it does suck, but honestly, like just immediately put a sweatshirt on, put a pair of socks on, because your feet are like literally, like I could be freezing cold wearing shorts and a t-shirt, but if I put socks on, I'm like, okay, I'm okay. Literally your feet, like that's, you know how like when you wear a hat you get really really hot because of the like you know what I'm saying? Those are my biggest tips for waking up early. But I am so proud of you nonetheless, and you will figure it out. You'll figure out a schedule that works really well for you. And also just remember that just because you like didn't wake up as early as you wanted to one day, like it doesn't mean you're a failure, okay? It's okay, shit happens. Just pivot, okay? And I know that you're good at that probably, because literally your gym closed after you had the most perfect routine, and now you're like, well, I guess I just need to work out in the morning now. I would be distraught. I would be like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I just can't work out anymore because my gym closed. I wouldn't, but like the dramatic side of me would. Okay, I hope that helped. Love you. Okay, last Princess Diary entry of the episode. is, I am currently talking to this guy, but our age gap is 5 years. He is kind and sweet. We get along so well, and we have a lot of common. That the gap we have a lot in, I'm sorry. I think this is my fault. I'm currently talking to this guy, but our age gap is 5 years. He is kind and sweet. We get along so well, and we have a lot in common. We have so much in common that the gap gets forgotten. But lately, I've been comparing myself to other older women, and I'm starting to feel a bit insecure. Am I overthinking it? I wish you told me your ages so I could have a better, I could have a better understanding of the situation, but I'm going to assume he's probably 5 years older than you. So let's say you're 25 and he's 30. And probably when you hang out around his friends and like his friends' girlfriends and stuff, they're all like 30, 31, 29, whatever. You're comparing yourself to older women and you're starting to feel insecure. I'm imagining you're comparing probably like your life and like your lifestyles and your resources and your financial situation and your living situation and stuff like that. But also 25 to 30, 20 to 25 is a crazy difference. 18 to 23 is like night and day. So like 20 to 25, 25 to 30, I can imagine is like night and day times a million. The guy you're talking to is talking to you for a reason. He likes you. You guys get along. You guys get along so much to the point that like you forget there's this 5-year age gap. I'm really, really hoping everything is legal. Like, I am praying to God that everything is legal, because I don't want to be giving you advice if you're like literally like 16 and this man is 5 years old, and then you're like, guys, please keep these detailed. Anyway, we're gonna just stick with the you're 25, he's 30, all of his friends are 30, 29, 30, whatever. I feel like feeling insecure about age, I can understand that, especially with the amount of people that we're seeing. I don't want to say like these days, because I feel like it has been a thing even back in the day, but I feel like a lot of times visually we can see how many people are younger than us now, that are like doing more than what we're doing at that age. Like, I can look at like a girl now that has a lot more success in her career than me, and she could be 4 years younger than me. I could be like, well, what the fuck, why wasn't I that successful at that age? Like, if she could do it, I should have been able to do it, you know what I mean? But like, that's literally stupid. It serves no purpose. And now that I'm talking about this, it might be the other way around. Like, you might be 5 years older and his friends are, but also I feel like it's really rare that that happens, so I don't know. But regardless of the age, oh no, you're comparing yourself to older women, so I'm assuming you're younger. Okay, right. I knew I was on the right track somewhere. But, they have so much more life on you. And not in like a, oh, they're old way. But like in a, like, I think back to when I was like 21 and the stupid shit I was doing. Compared to now, I'm 23. And I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I'm exactly where I am supposed to be, or else I wouldn't be where I am, you know? And if I was 21 looking at me now at 23, I'd be like, wow, like, she's doing so much more, and like, she has so much more figured out, and like, her outfits are better, and like, she has more money than I have, and like, stuff like that. It's like, well, obviously, because I have 2 years of life. I have 2 more years of experience. Like, you wouldn't go into a job as an intern and compare yourself to the CEO, because you would be like, well, no, obviously I don't know as much as the CEO because I'm a fucking intern. I've never done this once in my whole entire life. This person's been doing it for long enough that they're a CEO of a really reputable company that's like operating really smoothly. Like, you wouldn't compare yourself there, right? You wouldn't compare yourself to, like, you wouldn't on your first day of your fitness journey compare yourself to somebody that's on their 5th year. You wouldn't expect to be as strong as they are, as fast as they are, as healthy internally as they are, right? You'd be like, well, obviously I'm not going to do that because they've been doing this for 5 years and I've only been doing it for one singular day. Obviously I'm not going to be there. And I feel like there's a lot of things in like other aspects of life that you can make things like make a lot of sense. Like, literally, let's say you and your friend are going to a restaurant and you live 30 minutes away this way and she lives 20 minutes away this way, and the restaurant's in the middle. So you guys leave at the exact same time. She gets there first. Obviously she's gonna get there first because you live 30 minutes away. She only lives 20 minutes away. Obviously she's getting to the restaurant first. You wouldn't be like, oh my god, like, she's better than me, like, she got there 10 minutes before I did, like, she must be, you know, she must be a better driver, she must have known the traffic patterns better, she must have prepared better, she must have better time management. You wouldn't think that. You would be like, well, yeah, obviously, because I live 30 minutes away, she lives 20 minutes away. Obviously, if we leave at the same time, she's gonna get there first. You wouldn't compare yourself that way. And I feel like there's like the same logic and just like straightforwardness of like, well, why the fuck would you compare yourself? Because you literally can't compare yourself because they're two completely different situations. I feel like that logic where we apply it to, you know, stuff like driving distance or like fitness journeys or jobs, like stuff like that, we have to be able to apply it to our real life. Or else you literally will just like sink in a pit of like, oh, I'm not doing enough, I should be there, like, why is she doing so much better than me here, like, why can she afford to do this, like, why, you know, like, you just can't. Like, what are you even comparing? I wish I knew like what you were more insecure about. Like, is it like looks, is it wealth, is it whatever, you know what I mean? But also I feel like if you and this guy, like, you guys click, you guys are good, and he's not making you feel this, like, I feel like it'd be one thing if he was like, oh, like, yeah, well, so-and-so and such, they want to go on a vacation, so, you know, here's the price of the resort, like, do you want to fund your half? And you're like, well, I'm literally, like, fucking 25, like, I'm still paying my student loans, like, no, I don't have enough money to do that. Like, I feel like that should be an obvious conversation where it's like, well, we're in two very different places in life because you literally have 5 years on me, so, like, obviously you have a more flexible financial situation because you don't have college to pay for right now, you don't have this, like, you have a very well-paying job, you're very secure in your spot in your job, stuff like that. So I really just feel like there's literally no point of comparing yourself to the other older women because, like, they're probably, like, if this makes you feel better, I hope it doesn't. I mean, I can understand it makes you feel better, but they're probably comparing themselves to you. They're probably looking at you being like, oh my god, like, I wish I was smart enough to date a 30-year-old guy when I was 25. I would have been, you know, set so much quicker. Like, I wouldn't have had to deal with so many things. Like, oh my gosh, I wish I was still 25. Like, she has her whole life ahead of her, and, like, I'm 30 and I'm already, like, settled down, and, like, she's doing whatever she wants. Like, literally, we as humans are always going to compare and be like, oh, like, I wish I had what they have, I wish I had what they have. But, like, literally, you could wish, let's say you wish you had a chocolate ice cream with rainbow sprinkles on it, and you get that chocolate ice cream and you're like, oh my gosh, yay, I have my chocolate ice cream with rainbow sprinkles. But then your best friend orders a strawberry cone, a strawberry ice cream cone with rainbow sprinkles, and you're like, I wish I had a strawberry ice cream cone with rainbow sprinkles. Well, bitch, you just got the chocolate one with rainbow sprinkles, that's what you wanted, but now that you see that she has that, you want that because you don't have it. It's literally giving, like, kid in the sandbox. It's like, I'm in the sandbox, I'm a kid, I'm playing with this toy, but you're playing with that toy. Because you're playing with that toy, I want that toy. Even though my toy is just as cool and fun, I want what you have because I don't have it. It's literally like, I don't know if it's, like, encoded into our DNA, but it's like we all do that. We all are like that. So, once you can learn, it's like, it is what it is. I am who I am. I have what I have. This is my situation because that's what my situation is. So be it. And with that note, that concludes episode 13 of the Pretty Princess Command Center channel episode. I feel like that ended a lot better earlier. Like, I had a better outro. Anyway, regardless, if you want to submit a Princess Diary entry for the video in 2 weeks from now, please do so in the link below. It's a Google form, so everything's anonymous. I don't see your name unless you tell me your name. I don't know anything about you that you do not tell me. I don't see your email. I don't see anything, okay? I see nothing. I only see what you type out in that little box to tell me. But please, please keep these detailed because the more detailed they are, the better advice I can give you personally. And that's what this should feel like. It's like I am talking to you. Sure, this is going to everyone and everyone can listen, but whoever is writing in the dilemma, like Gloria, I am talking to Gloria, and now I feel like Gloria and I are best friends, and I want to know about her breast reduction surgery. Like, I want to know so much more. I want to know if she figured out her new gym routine. Like, I want to know if, like, maybe she signed up for, like, what is it, F45 I think it's called. Like, dang, like, are they gonna reopen this boot camp place? Like, why did they close it down, you know? So I feel like I know so much about Gloria. Anyway, I hope that you could take at least something out of this video. I'm sure you could, and if you can't, not my fucking problem. we'll try again next week. But yeah, so I will see you. I don't know if I'm going to make my posting schedules on Wednesdays or Mondays. Wednesdays feel better, but I post the main channel video on Wednesday. We'll see. We'll just have to see. We'll just play it by ear. I will either see you tomorrow or I will see you whenever this uploads. So, with that being said, I'm going to go, and I hope you have a pretty princess day.